My name is Tunde. For a year, my world revolved around Amaka. We lived in Lekki Phase 1, our small apartment, a sanctuary from Lagos, endless hustle. I was a software engineer, she was a graphic designer. Our lives, vibrant and intertwined, seemed perfect. But then, a subtle shift began. I noticed it first on a Tuesday evening. She was scrolling on her phone, humming, when I reached for her hand. She flinched, almost imperceptibly, then offered a quick, forced smile. A cold knot tightened in my stomach. The flinch became a pattern. Cuddles in bed felt awkward. My kisses, once welcome, were now met with a quick peck on the cheek or a turn of her head. When I bought her flowers from a vendor on Admiralty Way, her smile felt brittle, almost pained. She would say, "Thank you, Tunde, you should not have." But the warmth was gone. It was like living with the ghost of the woman I loved, a spirit that occupied the same space but no longer felt connected to me. Sex? That became a distant memory. Months passed. 4 months, then 5. Each attempt from me was gently, almost apologetically, deflected. "I am tired, Tunde. Or not. Tonight, I beg." It was not just the physical intimacy. It was the emotional chasm it created. I felt unattractive, unwanted. I would lie awake at night, the hum of the generator outside a dull counterpoint to the racing questions in my mind. What did I do wrong? Was it me? I tried talking to my closest friend, Chike. We met at a suya spot in Yaba, the smoky aroma of grilled meat filling the air. "Bro, I no understand Amaka again," I confessed, picking up my beef. "She just changed." Chike, ever practical, advised patience. "Women can be like that, Tunde. Stress, work. Maybe she just needs her space. Give her time." But time was not making it better, it was making it worse. I started noticing other things. When I was in one room, she would gravitate to another. Our lively discussions about art or tech dwindled into polite, brief exchanges. The comfortable silence we once shared now felt heavy, suffocating. I missed her laugh, the way her eyes crinkled when she was truly amused. Now, her eyes held a distant, almost melancholic gaze, like she was constantly looking beyond me, beyond us. I doubled my efforts. I cooked her favorite jollof rice. I planned a surprise weekend getaway to Epe. I bought her a new, vibrant Ankara dress from a boutique in Surulere. Each gesture felt like I was trying to bribe our love back. She appreciated them, or at least she said she did, but her reactions were always subdued, her gratitude tinged with that familiar, undefinable sadness. My heart raged, knowing I was failing, but unsure how to succeed. We used to talk about our future effortlessly buying land in Abuja, building a house, starting a family. Now, whenever I brought it up, her face would cloud over. The joy was replaced by a look of being trapped, even fear. "Tunde, let us just focus on now. I beg," she would say, quickly changing the subject. Her words were gentle, but their meaning was a sharp stab to my dreams. I felt like I was suffocating in a future I once craved with her. I could feel her guilt, too, even though she did not voice it. It hung heavy in the air between us, a silent burden. My compliments felt like pressure, my affection a source of discomfort. I started to resent her for making me feel like a burden, for making me feel like my love was unwanted. But mostly, I just felt a deep, profound sadness. This was not the Amaka I fell in love with. Or maybe I never really knew this Amaka at all. Her birthday arrived. I had planned a small party at a nice restaurant in Victoria Island with her closest friends and family. I wanted to see her truly happy, just one more time. But as the evening wore on, her smiles felt plastic. She excused herself often, finding solace in her phone. I caught her staring blankly at her cake, her eyes distant. It was not the vibrant celebration I would hope for, it was a painful performance. That night, back in our apartment, the silence was deafening. I could not pretend anymore. "Amaka," I began, my voice trembling. "What did happen? What is going on with us?" She sat on the edge of the bed, refusing to meet my eyes. The generator outside started its familiar rumble, a backdrop to the impending storm. "I cannot do this anymore, Tunde," she whispered, her voice barely audible. I, I just cannot. Cannot do what, Amaka?" I pleaded, my voice breaking. "Cannot be with me?" After everything, she finally looked up, her eyes swimming with tears. I love you, Tunde. I really do. But it is not the same. I feel like I'm not ready to settle down. I need to find myself. And she hesitated, her voice dropping lower. I have been questioning things about my path, about who I truly am and who I want to be with. My mind raced, trying to grasp the unspoken words. Was it another man? Or something deeper? The words hung in the air, heavy and final. Who you want to be with? I echoed. The question a bitter taste. It was not about me, not really. It was about her, her journey, her identity. And I was just a part of the past she needed to leave behind to find herself. The truth was a physical blow. The dreams we built, the future we planned, shattered into a million pieces around me. I felt the floor drop out from under my feet. We spent the next hour in a haze of tears and broken sentences. She packed her things slowly, the rustle of clothes a mournful song. Each item she took felt like a piece of my heart being ripped out. I am so sorry, Tunde, she whispered as she carried her last bag towards the door. I truly am. I could not speak. I could only watch her go, the closing door echoing the finality of our love story. Our sanctuary in Lekki now felt utterly empty. The days that followed were a blur. The apartment was too quiet, too large. Her scent lingered on my pillow, a cruel reminder. I walked the busy streets of Lagos, past the Denfo buses and the bustling markets, but everything felt muted. The suya I used to share with Chike tasted bland. Every song on the radio reminded me of her. My colleagues at work noticed my distant demeanor, my usually bright eyes now dull. It felt like I was navigating a city I no longer recognized. It has been months since Amaka left. The pain still flares. A sharp pang when I see a couple holding hands or smell her favorite perfume in the air. But slowly, gradually, the fog is lifting. I am learning to be alone, to rediscover myself, just as she needed to do. I am focusing on my work, spending more time with Chike, even exploring new hobbies. It hurts, yes, but I understand now. Sometimes, love is not enough to keep two people on the same path. And maybe, just maybe, it is okay to mourn the love and then find your own way forward.